House on the Hill is a board game by Bruce Glasses, and it is produced by Avalon Hill Games.
It's a semi-cooperative board game for 3 to 6 players, and you will start off with everyone playing together as you explore a creepy old house.
Now in Betrayal at House on the Hill, you will take on the role of an explorer. The game comes with 6 miniatures that each have 2 variations of characters to choose from. On the character tile, you have your traits. You will mark the start values of each trait, but those most likely change throughout the game.
The game board will consist of several tiles, and it will expand during the gameplay. The tiles represent rooms in the house that you will explore. Some rooms can only be placed on 1 floor, some are valid to place on 2 floors, and other rooms are valid on all 3 floors. These will be shuffled and form a room stack.
You start with the ground floor that consists of 3 rooms, and you also have an upper landing and a basement landing. All players start the game in the entrance.
As your explorers move around in the house, you will draw tiles from the room stack that corresponds to the floor your explorer currently is on. This means every time you play the game, the board will look different.
Your explorer can move as many spaces equivalent to their speed trait. Now some rooms might have some text on them that might send you a different way or make it difficult to continue, among other things. For example, if a room tells you to make a might roll of 3+, you take as many dice as your current might, roll them, and the value of the dice must be equal or higher than 3 to succeed.
However, as soon as you discover a room with either an item, event, or omen symbol on it, you have to end your move action. You then draw a card depending on which symbol you've encountered. Item cards give you weapons or trinkets that will aid you in the game. Event cards will trigger something that happens. You usually will have to take some action and use your traits to roll for either a success or fail.
Omen cards. Now these usually provide you with some good things, but every time a player draws an omen card, he or she will have to make a haunt roll at the end of their turn. To make a haunt roll, you roll 6 dice and have to get equal or higher than the current amount of omen cards drawn in the game so far. This means that the haunt roll will be more difficult to succeed the longer the game progresses. If you would fail a haunt roll,
The haunt begins.
And now, the rules change dramatically. One of the explorers will become a traitor. The rest will be heroes for the remainder of the game.
to reveal the traitor, you take the traitor's tome and open the first page. Now, depending on the room and which omen card that triggered the haunt, you will find out which of 50 possible scenarios will play out and who will betray the others. Now, we don't want to spoil anything by revealing too much about the haunt, but what we can tell you is that the traitor will have his or her own agenda that he or she will find out about in the traitor's tome.
And the heroes will now have their new agenda that they will find out in Secrets of Survival.
Also, the traitor might have help from monsters or different curses to pursue his or her goal to win.
After the haunt is revealed, some new rules will apply besides the ones that comes in the guides.
For example, now our explorers can die. During the game, your traits go up or down. If any trait goes down to the skull symbol after the haunt is revealed, that character is dead.
Also, movement is a little different. For each opponent in the room, you need to spend one extra move action to be able to exit that room.
The traitor can choose to ignore any harmful text on a room tile, event cards, and one specific omen card.
After the traitor's turn, the monsters, if there are any, that depends on the haunt, will take their turn.
And the monsters, they have their own special rules.
They can't be killed, only stunned, which means that they have to skip one turn.
They can't explore new rooms.
They can't carry items.
These are just a few of the rules.
Now the first side to complete their goals win the game.
So this game is one of my absolute favorite board games. I really love the setting in that creepy old house and the fact that you have no idea what's going to happen during a gameplay. I do prefer cooperative board games, so I was a little bit skeptic about the fact that suddenly one of the players would work against the others. But after playing it, that's actually the favorite part of the game. It really adds to the mystery that the heroes and the traitors have no idea what each other's objectives are. And if you choose to throw in a little bit of role-playing into your character, I think you're in for a really exciting gaming experience.
I also really like this game. I think it really benefits when you're building up the ambience a bit. You can dim the lights and light some candles, and you can also have some spooky music playing in the background. The 50 different haunt scenarios and the fact that the house probably will never look the same for every time you play it really helps with the replayability of this game.
But there are some downsides. The haunts vary in quality. Some of them feel very well put together, while others fall a bit flat or seem too complicated. We haven't played all haunts, and so far there's been more good ones than bad.
Although this game comes with miniatures and they're already painted, in our opinion they're not the best looking ones. You can see some incredible miniatures coming out with games now, and these are not quite there. Also, the monsters are represented by tokens. I think it would have added a lot to the theme if they were miniatures as well.
But we do like the game and we really love the theme of it, and I think it would be a great game for Halloween. So make sure to set the mood before you start exploring as you live or die at the house on the hill.